that occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Try and tell me what you know about me.
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
8-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4, Newton. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
1st down, New England.
Now Newton on 1st down. That's complete, Okuebunam.
Newton.
Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
At the 43-yard line.
From the gun, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
2 yards on the pick.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare to say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. McFarland running out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Tua. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Flushed out right. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Nice, the ball carrier. T.J. Watt there on the tackle.
To throw is Newton. Off to Geis on the screen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
11 on the play.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Cam Newton with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Steelers 0.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
At the 46-yard line.
On first down, McFarland. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Lawrence Guy. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
And goal at the Patriots' 17-yard line.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
By the Patriots.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Newton. And now he's going to use his legs. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 18-yard
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Anthony McFarland, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, they worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now left side on the swing pass. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here we go with Geis. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, Newton. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
2-yard line.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, Newton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Touchdown, New England.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
His kick.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Ryan Switzer on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at at their own 17-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Steelers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run on first down. McFarland, and not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially if
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Patriots take over. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll look to throw right away. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. On first down, this is Geis. And now look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's McFarland. Anthony Jennings in that time defensively.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Anthony Jennings in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
Thrown away and incomplete.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This one from 48 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Bird on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Pittsburgh. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. The shotgun snap for Newton. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
First down.
Newton on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Off play action. Newton. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what...
And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And now here's Switzer, the target, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Rolling to his left. Ebron caught left side. And he's got this down to the 35. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Second and goal. At the Steelers.
And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
New England.
Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
35.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side. And Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. He's got his man on the crossing route. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
They had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 20. Watch the out. Watch the out.
On first down, Newton. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
Then on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
The return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Josh Uche, a loss of 13 yards, brings up third down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
A gain of 16.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
And the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to have your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One final try for Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. As